Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to discuss about what you mean by classes and how we are going to implement the classes using C++. In last session, we discussed about what you mean by functions, how we are going to implement the functions, and what you mean by what are the various types of parameter passing techniques in functions. Now, in classes also, we are going to implement those functions. And here, what do you mean by class? Already while explaining the OOPS concept, I explained what do you mean by class. Class is a collection of data members and member functions. Class is a collection of data members and member functions. Class is a collection of data members and member functions. And one more thing, class is a user defined data type. Class is not a built-in data type. Class is a user defined data type. That particular here keyword for class defining is class. We are going to use keyword class to define a class data type. Here whenever we are going to use this class, it is going to combine the data members and it is going to combine the member functions. Now here generally class is a blueprint of an object. To access the data members and member functions outside the class, we are going to use the objects. We are going to use the objects. By using these objects, we are going to access the data members and member functions outside the class. Whenever we are going to define any class, or whenever we are going to declare any class, it is not going to describe the data. It is not going to describe the data. Just it is going to declare the data members and member functions. Now whenever we are going to define the object of that particular class, now this object is going to define what type of operations we are going to perform on that particular data members and member function. By using the objects, we are going to perform the operations on data members and member functions which are present in the class. Right here, whenever class is a blueprint for an object, here class is a user defined data type. Now here whenever we are going to define any class, here keyword for the class declaration is class. Here syntax of a class. To declare a class, we have to use the class keyword. This is the keyword. Next is the name of the class name. Right? Now, body of the class. In body of the class, we are having the data members declaration and member functions declaration. Data member declaration and member function declaration. And class, here we have to open the braces here and we have to close the braces here. Then put the semicolon. After completion of the class, we have to put the semicolon. Class is the keyword, name of the class. Then in body of the class, we are going to define the data members declaration. We are going to define the member function declaration. Right? See here, in example of a class. Here, in this example, class box is there. Class is the keyword. Box is the name of the class. Here public is there. Public is the access specifier. Right? Next one is the double length, breadth, height. These three are the data members. These three are the length, breadth and height are the data members of this particular class. So here double is there, double is there, data type, double data type is there. So we are going to declare these data members by using the data types. right? And here one more, here we are going to use the member function. Get volume is the member function. Get volume is the member function. Return type of this get volume function is double, right? So here then opening braces are there, closing braces are there. After completion of the closing braces, we are going to put the semicolon here. So this is the declaration of a class. After completion of the declaration of a class, we are going to put the semicolon. We are going to put the semicolon. So here this is the box class. This is the box class. In this box class is consisting of 3 data members, one member function. Here length, breadth, height. These 3 are the data members of the box class, and get volume is the member function of this box class. And all these data member functions are declared as public access. By using the public access modifier, we are going to declaring these 4 members of the class. Here class is the keyword, right? Now here whenever we are going to define any data member in that particular class, whenever we are going to declare any data member in that particular class, we can define the data member within the class, or else we can define the data member function outside the class, right? Here member functions can be defined within the class definition. Member functions can be defined within the class definitions, or else member functions can be defined outside the class definition by using the scope resolution operator. This is the scope resolution operator. Already you know this one, right? Here member functions which are declared within the class, we can define those member functions within that particular class, or else we can define the member function outside the class by using the scope resolution operator. See here in the previous example, class box public double length double breadth double height double get volume. See here, this is the box class. In this box class we are having these 3 members and one member function, that is the get volume is the member function. Now here this is the declaration of the class. Now we can define this member function within the class, or else we can define this member function outside the class. Now in first case, defining the member function inside the class definition. This is the inside the class definition. Now this is the inside the class. Now I am going to defining this member function. Here double get volume is the declaration of the member function. Now if I am going to write the code for how we are going to perform this get volume function, that is the definition of the function. Now here I am going to defining this function. How I am going to defining this function? Here return how to find the volume of a box, length into breadth into height. Put the semicolon within the class. Here within the class definition I am going to defining the get volume function. How to find the volume of the box? Volume of the box is going to define by length into breadth into height. So within the particular box only I am going to defining the volume of a box, right? Here first one is we are defining the member function within the class. Second part is we can define the member function. Outside the class by using the scope resolution operator. See here, defining the members function outside the class by using the scope resolution operator. See here. Up to here, this is the class definition. Now I am going to defining get volume function outside the class. How I am going to define this one? What is the return type of this function? Return type of get volume function is double. So double, right? What is the class name? Class name is box. box, then scope resolution operator, then what is the function get volume. Now we are going to define this one. How we are going to find this one? Volume of a box, written length to breadth, height. See here, in the previous example, within the class only we are performing this operation. Whenever we are going to perform the operation within the class, no need to use the scope resolution operator. If you are going to defining the function outside the class, we have to use the scope resolution operator. How we are going to defining this function outside the class means, first of all, we have to take the return type. What is the return type of get volume function? That is the double. Then what is the name of the class? Followed by the name of the class, box, then scope resolution operator, then get volume function. Here, what type of operations we are going to perform here? Return length into breadth into height. Then it is going to return the value of that particular volume of the box to the function main. Right? With this, class is the collection of data members and member functions. We can define the class, we can define the data members and we can define the member functions within the class and outside the class also. Whenever we are going to use whenever we are going to defining the member function outside the class, we have to use this scope resolution operator by using here first it is going to be write the return type of that particular function, followed by the class name, the scope resolution operator, then what is the name of the function, then what type of operations we are going to perform in that particular function. Here already I explained that what type of variables, here data members are there, length, breadth, height. Here member function is the get volume. Here what type of data members, member functions which are defined in the class. Directly we can't use those data members, member functions outside the class. To access the data members and member functions outside the class, we have to create the object. We have to create the object. By using this particular object, we are going to access the length, breadth, height and get volume function outside the class. Directly we can't use these data members and member functions outside the class. To use these data members and member functions outside the class, we have to create the object. By using that particular object, we can access the data members, member functions outside the class. One more thing, whenever we are going to declaring any class, system is not going to allocate the memory to that particular class. Whenever we are going to create the object for that particular class, system is going to allocate the memory to that particular class. Here, if I am going to create one object for box class, system is going to allocate some sort of memory. If I am going to create second object for the same class, system is going to allocate some sort of memory to that particular object, second object. If I am going to create third object for the same class, system is going to allocate the memory for that third object also. Depending upon the object, system is going to allocate the memory to that particular class. How we are going to create the object for this class? See here, box is there, box is the class name. Here, box is the class name. Object, for example, here I am going to create the object B1, box B1. B1 is the object. I am creating the B1 object for this box class. Or else I want to create one more object, box B2. B2 is the one more object. Box B3. B3 is the one more object. We can create n number of objects for the same class. By using the object, we can assign the values and we can use these data members and member functions outside the class. See here, syntax, box B1, box B2, box B3. First we have to write the class name, then we have to write the object name. How to create the object of a class means, first we have to write the class name. What is the class name for this one? Box is the class name. Then we have to write the object name. What is the object name here? B1 is the object name. Here, box, class name. B2, object name. Here, whenever we are going to here, whenever we are going to access the data members, whenever we are going to access the data members and member functions of that particular class, those must be defined in public access modifier. By using this dot operator, directly we can access those data members and member functions outside the class by using the object. See here, I will explain with an example. So pause करो sir. In next class, we are going to discuss how to implement the class. Thank you.